Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Republicans have shown us that they are as useless as sand in the desert again and again, but now they're starting to betray their voters. Not all of them, but some of them, the establishment, the rhinos. And we got one admitting to it right here today. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. You know, as conservatives, as Republicans, we have gotten used to our party disappointing us time and again. Except for Trump, they tend to pick Supreme Court justices who become liberals suddenly. You know, I mean, we got lucky, of course, with Clarence Thomas and, you know, the late Justice Scalia, and, you know, there's a few others. But for the most part, Republicans, they don't walk lockstep like the Democrats do. Well, one representative was on CNN, and he basically admitted that he betrayed what his voters wanted him to do and did not vote to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas. Let's take a look.
Congressman Ken Buck, he voted with Democrats to send this back to the committee. And Congressman, I very much appreciate your time. Why did you vote with Democrats on this one?
Because Secretary Mayorkas has not committed an impeachable offense. I disagree strongly with how he's handling the border. I think the border is porous. I think it's a threat to this country. But it's not a high crime or misdemeanor. It's not treason. It's not bribery. It's not the crimes, the issues that our founders set forth in the Constitution. And it's wrong. We're using impeachment in the last 5-6 years, you know, in a way that's just inappropriate, and it demeans really the integrity of the House.
You were obviously one of very few Republicans who took that stand. And I know, obviously, Congressman, you come to this conclusion after a lot of thought, because I know you confronted Secretary Mayorkas when he appeared before the Judiciary Committee last year, and you talked about how your constituents felt about impeachment. Here's what you said then.
My constituents want you impeached because they believe you've committed treason. They believe you're a traitor. They compare you to Benedict Arnold.
So that's what your constituents wanted. Obviously, you don't believe that yourself. You feel very differently. But how do you explain to them, well, I guess what you just explained to me, why you thought that was the right thing to do instead of what maybe your constituents would have wanted?
Yeah, it's a constitutional issue. And if we don't follow the rule book, we really demean ourselves, and we demean the integrity of this institution. And I feel really strongly about that. I didn't vote for the first Trump impeachment or the second Trump impeachment. I'm not sure I would have voted for the Clinton impeachment. It is really, it's a drastic action to take, and it's inappropriate in this situation.
We are, of course, just 5 days away. I can't believe I'm saying this, Congressman, from another government shutdown deadline. Speaker Mike Johnson has proposed a two-tier plan that does not include spending.
Now, Ken Buck has been known as a conservative, you know, very conservative guy, and I understand what he's saying about the Constitution, but Representative Buck, let me assure you of something. First of all, if anybody's ever needed to be impeached, it's Alejandro Mayorkas. You have to understand that. He's a danger. And I would argue he is aiding and abetting the enemy being people who are breaking our laws by illegally entering the country. So by that standard, I believe he has committed a high crime. He's aiding and abetting criminals. Okay, you want to hold it to a very high constitution. You want to be above the fray. Let me explain something to you, to Ken Buck and all the Ken Bucks of the world. If you don't fight fire with fire, you will lose. The Democrats are in a street fight, and we're playing by Marcus of Queensberry rules. That's not going to work. They will do anything and everything to get what they want. And if you're not willing to use that same standard, then you're admitting defeat. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.